Hello from the Music Interview Corner, guys. I'm here today with tAKiDA, with Kristoffer or Krille. Hi, nice to have you.
Hi, nice to be here.
So my first question is, your 11th studio album, The Agony Flame, will come out in 3 days on February 9th. How was the recording process?
It was a really good session we had. We started off quite a long time ago and met up at a cabin up in the Swedish mountains, and there we made the first foundations of songs. And then we went on tour again, and then we got into the real studio and recorded it, and we had a great time. Everything worked really fine, and we worked on the album so many times with pauses because we recorded on our own studio, so to say. So we went in studio, went on tour, went in studio, went on tour, and yeah, that's basically how it was.
Do you think it was beneficial for you and your bandmates to have the tour, the live gigs in between? Did it influence the recordings?
No, they didn't. That's basically how we work and have been doing it for years. So.
And what would you say are the biggest advantages of having an own studio?
Well, first of all, as you say, it's Chris, our keyboard player's studio. It's not ours, it's his. But of course, it is the benefit of not having to book it, so to say, and do all the things you want to do in 2 weeks, and then you're done. So now we can record a little when we have time, and I mean, Rob, the singer, he can be there putting his vocal on so many times, and when he feels, when he's in the right mood, so to say. So it's cool.
And do you have a favorite song on the Agony Flame?
Well, it tends to change or every time I listen to the album, but I would say the Sickening. It's right now my favorite. Yeah.
And speaking of the Sickening and the other singles for this album, I noticed that all the music videos for the singles from this album are in black and white, even the lyrics videos. Who had the idea for that, to make it all black and white?
Who had the idea? I'm not sure. Chris or Robin. Chris is also a phenomenal guy when it comes to filmmaking and stuff like that. So he and Robin had the idea for the first video, and that sort of set the mood for the next ones as well.
And I noticed the first video was the Loneliest Hour, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed it has a very special vibe. I feel it has horror movie vibes in a way. And for some reason, it also made me think of the healthcare crisis when I saw this sad, old, lonely woman. Was that intended? What was the intention or the idea of the video?
Well, mental health, and that's always a topic we like to talk about, or mental illness or health. That's a topic for us. So it's you need to talk about it. Definitely. Yeah. People need to talk about it much more.
Yeah, especially now after the years of lockdown and all of that we went through as a collective. I feel it's even more important to talk about it.
Yeah, sure.
The Loneliest Hour also reached #1 in the radio airplay charts in Germany. How did that feel?
Yeah. Awesome. So good. That song was one of the first songs we finished. Let's say we had maybe like 5 songs in the beginning, and we felt like, oh, this is a single. It must be a single. It's unique in its own way. It's a little different, and still that it has some hit vibes, but it's different. So that's we felt it early on that was going to be the first single.
And do you have a special relationship with your fan base in Germany?
Yeah, that they're kind of remind us of the Swedish fan base when it all began here. They're very supportive, and they're very interested in everything, and they're true, and that's cool. So cool. And they're polite.
Oh yeah, that's typical German. Very correct and very polite.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm German too, by the way. I live in Finland, but I'm German.
Okay.
So that's why I'm so polite, I guess. Speaking of Germany, you also played at Wacken last year at the main stage. How was that?
Yeah. Dream come true, I must say, especially for some of us who's been a little more into metal and stuff throughout the years. So it's a festival you've always heard about. It's like a classical metal festival in Europe. And we couldn't expect so much because, maybe there'll be like 2,000 or 1,000 people. I don't know. And then we entered the stage and it was packed, like 20,000, and people didn't leave. The crowd grew. Awesome, awesome, really. And on top of that, we had luck with the weather because the week had been raining and raining and raining, but the day we played, we had sun and it almost dried up. So it's cool.
Great. Yeah, I think they had because of the rain, they couldn't even get all the festival goers in last year.
No. They had to say, stay at home. You can't come in. We can't have any more people here.
Can I ask you, what were the musicians that inspired you most when you decided to become a musician yourself?
Well, the first artists or bands I listened to was first Michael Jackson. Yeah, and Bruce Springsteen. I listened to my mother's records and so on. But I went from like Michael Jackson, then I found Guns N' Roses and Metallica and them kind of bands, and then I went over to the grunge stuff later on. So I would say grunge stuff and Metallica, Guns N' Roses. That's my foundation in rock, so to say.
And what do you like most about each of your bandmates? And are there things that you don't like? Because you can tell me, because they're not here now.
Well, we've been together the band is turning 25 this year.
Yeah, you were founded in 1999, right?
Yeah, I've been in the band for 20 years, and I mean it's really a family. We can fight it with each other. We can laugh. We can say anything to each other if something is wrong or if something is. I mean, it's the best thing about it is it's a family, and that's cool. That's really cool. Not just friends, it's families.
That's beautiful, because I think it's so important that you get along when you're so closely together on tour.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, sometimes we don't get along, but we sort it out. So that's beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of love and beautiful, and very soon on Valentine's Day, you're going to start your tour, your box room tour through Sweden.
Yeah.
And in April, you're on the Smoke and Mirrors tour in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. Are you already excited?
Yeah, we are. Right now, this week is a rehearsal week, pre-production rehearsal. Today is a day off, but we're rehearsing full on right now. So it'll be cool.
And that's my favorite question. I always have to ask that. What's the craziest thing you and your bandmates have ever done on tour? I mean, that you can share here without going to prison.
I can share the craziest. I mean, in the beginning we were young when we started out, so of course there were some parties and stuff. But I mean, today we just want to have fun. We want to do our job the best as we can, but we want to see the cities. We want to see stuff and experience stuff. So we. The standard day is getting out of the bunk in the bus and then going for a walk in town and just taking it all in. So it's really not that crazy stuff anymore. I mean, I'm the youngest at 41, so the craziest days are over.
Yeah, but it sounds also nice to just enjoy the traveling and the beautiful places you get to go.
Yeah, we do, and meeting the fans and it's a great life.
And what is the best experience that you ever had with your fans?
Oh, with our fans. I mean, just meeting them and seeing what it means to them. It's kind of hard for us as coming from small towns in the northern parts of Sweden. I mean, we don't see ourselves as gods or rock stars or anything. So just seeing how much it means to them, just to talk to us, that's crazy. So that's the experience that we get quite a lot. But that's probably the coolest thing about it, and seeing how much the music affects them and means to them. That's powerful.
And what is your biggest dream for the future?
I mean, for the band, is hoping that everything can continue and we stay healthy, so we can keep on growing throughout Europe and doing what we've done for so long. That's pretty much it. Keep on growing.
And do you have any special plans for your 25th anniversary with the band?
Not at the moment. We're discussing a little bit. So I can't reveal anything. And when we turned 20, we had the 20th anniversary tour. So we did a thing about that. We played lots of songs from the older days and combined with newer songs and so on. So we'll see where it ends up.
Cool. And is there anything that you have never told in an interview before and that you would like to tell me today?
No.
Oh, good. No. So we got already everything covered.
No, not really. No.
Okay.
Sorry, but that's it.
We already talked about your fans. Is there anything you want to say to your fans directly before we end this interview?
Well, we appreciate you really, really much. And it's a classical saying, but without you, we couldn't be able to do this. We couldn't. So you're cool, and we like you a lot. And see you out there on the roads, I hope.
Oh, for sure. I'm pretty sure the German fans, for sure, they will come. The others too, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, then thank you so much for the interview, Krille. It was fun to talk to you.
Yeah, the same to you.
Thank you. And all the best for your tour. And I'm excited for the new album. I mean, I got to listen to it already, but I'm sure the fans are very excited.
Thank you.
Thank you. And goodbye from the Music Interview Corner.